Well, howdy, folks. This is John Michael. It's Saturday of the 9th week of Ordinary Time, and today we hear the story of the widow's mite. That Jesus sees the rich people and the scribes and the religious leaders putting a lot of money into the treasury for the temple, and that's commendable. But then he sees the little poor widow come in and give just a little bit, and he says she has given more than everybody else. Now, don't get me wrong. We Catholics need to learn how to tithe again. We're the worst givers out of all Christians in the United States. We give just barely over 1% of our income. The tithe is 10% off the gross. And then the free will offering is on top of that. And here's the deal. Jesus doesn't just want 10% and a little bit more. He wants everything. Everything. You know, in Europe, the tithe in Christendom in the early days was included in your taxes. So you didn't have to think much about it. You just paid your taxes and the church got what it needed to keep going. Well, nowadays, that's not included in our taxes. So we have to really think about what we're giving. But the problem is that we don't always give much to the spiritual things in our life. We're willing to spend a lot of money for secular things, for carnal things, sports and music and food and movies, but we won't give to support the things of the church. Therefore, we don't see great things really happening. Christianity is losing ground in the United States, and part of it is because we've secularized so much. So, don't get me wrong, give, support. But here's the deal. Jesus knows the heart. When the poor give even less than what the rich do, they actually give more in their heart. And God sees that. And he counts it so precious, folks. So it doesn't matter whether you give a little bit or whether gives a lot. What you give everything to Jesus. And he wants cheerful givers. God owns everything. You got to quit being a miser for Christ and just begin giving to everybody. And you can't outgive God. He will meet your needs. He may not give you everything you want. And sometimes we think we need what we want. That's addiction. But he will meet our needs, and he'll meet the needs of the church, and he'll meet the needs of the people of God, spiritual and temporal. When you do that, you found the key. You found the key. Well, that's my prayer for you guys. I love you. All things are possible with God.